It is unfortunately looking like GTA 6 could be releasing as late as 2026. In an article just released by Kotaku, the website claims to have internal Rockstar sources telling them that leadership at Rockstar is currently biting their nails and wondering if they will even make the 2025 release window. The current internal release date target for the game is early 2025, but the likelihood of it becoming late 2025 is seemingly becoming more and more likely, with the chances of it even slipping into 2026. The reason being, as to the degree of uncertainty, is the Rockstar leadership urging the staff to come back to offices and effectively stopping work from home altogether, as Rockstar leadership thinks that this will increase productivity, security, and also quality. Production is reportedly falling behind, and well, staff is already frustrated with the fact that they have to return to the offices. We don't really know much more than that, sadly, and this information is of course coming from behind the curtains, and with the game still having at least another year of development to go, it's very much up in the air how much will change. Game development is very complicated, especially with a game like GTA 6. One week everything is going smooth sailing, but the next they might find a game-breaking bug, which means another month of development. That's also probably the reason as to why the release date was announced to be 2025 and nothing more precise than that. It's just simply way too early to call a more precise release date. While internally they are aiming for early 2025, anything can change, because like I mentioned before, game development is a whole different can of worms, especially if you make something as large as GTA 6. We don't know because Rockstar doesn't know and no one really knows. Internally, they surely will have some kind of idea of targets, of any sort of like indication of when they will be done with making it, but like I said before, anything can change on a day-to-day basis because game development is just simply really difficult. The article is also apparently kind of being debunked and called out upon the fact that they're rehashing information about stuff that came out weeks ago about this internal email being sent out. And now, to kind of give you a refresh on that, in that email the following was said: making these changes now puts us in the best position to deliver the next Grand Theft Auto at the level of quality and polish we know it requires, along with a publishing roadmap that matches the skill and ambition of the game. It just simply comes down to Rockstar leadership wanting to make sure that the game is going to stay ahead of schedule or not fall too much behind like it apparently is right now, which is why they're kind of urging everyone to come back to the offices, which is going to cause some internal rumblings because obviously everyone is kind of now used to that hybrid of some days working from home, some days being in the office, which obviously a work-life balance becomes a lot better. There's also the inherent question of crunch, because obviously with this kind of pressure mounting of the game needing to be done in 2025, and well, Rockstar kind of being notorious for crunch, and in recent memory the whole industry making changes to have a better balance, a lot of fears is going to be around having to go back to the office and then also kind of losing that work-life balance, because if you're in the office and your colleague says, let's stay an hour longer, before you know it, you're doing 18-hour work days again, which is obviously all the devs want to avoid that at all costs, because that is never going to be healthy, and the industry as a whole has been trying to move away from that. So my personal take, I'd say until we hear anything more concrete and closer to 2025, or better yet in 2025, I wouldn't really expect anything else but a late 2025 release date. Early 2025 was never really going to be realistic. I always said that if there was going to be an announcement for an early 2025 release date, it will undoubtedly get delayed until it's late 2025. But until we hear something more concrete and realistically official from Rockstar, I would kind of somewhat take this with a grain of salt and not start thinking that the game is going to come out in 2026, because we simply don't know. Rockstar doesn't know, because there is still at least another year of development left of the game. With a game as big as GTA 6, everything is still kind of up in the air. But I wanted to kind of like share my 2 cents on this, because I'm sure that the entire internet is currently on fire and you've seen plenty of this, but I kind of wanted to kind of extinguish the fires a little bit, but also give you a bit of a realistic insight as to what exactly is going on. Regardless, those are my thoughts and all the information. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Leave a like, subscribe, and become a member like Chloe, GTA Plus, Notorious Jam, Dan, and the Crossronics. And I'll see you all later.